common thing?
Man, what I'm trying to say is that is I mean, you could say common, but what I'm trying to say is very relevant to the world we live in. You know what I mean? Like, is it like I said, it's almost like waking up every morning and brushing your teeth. It's just something that you're used to seeing. You know what I mean? Something that you have to get used to, and it's almost, you know what I mean? Like, yes, you know what I mean? We're both heterosexual men. We're both straight men, of course. So, you know, for us, sometimes too much of it is not something we want to be exposed to and nothing we want to be around. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I understand that it is what it is. Like, it's just something that you have to accept. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm cool with that, you know, because everybody lives their life. I don't agree with some things with other people. People
Yeah.
show don't agree with me. But what I'm saying is, okay, it's normal for me, Mike. It's normal to see it, but from a distance, Mike. If I'm in the mall and you know, oh, two dudes kissing, I can just turn my head, walk away or whatever. But I'm talking about on my shows, on my on my TV shows that I like, Mike. It's hard to enjoy these shows because who's writing these scripts, Mike? Because what happens is it used to be if somebody was gay, homosexual, they just they mention it, in the show. Oh, hey, I'm a dude, I'm with my boyfriend. Oh, okay, yeah, God bless you, keep it moving. But now in these shows, Mike, cats are gay. The way these scripts are written, okay, Jimmy and Billy, they're gay, they're gonna kiss each other and they're gonna have a 5-minute sex scene, then we're gonna move on to something else. So you telling me as a fan of the show, I gotta sit through these 5-minute sex scenes? And this stuff is darn near
If you want to watch the whole episode, yeah.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have to, like, I can't watch Empire anymore because it's too much.
But I think it's a business behind it too. I think that whoever's writing these shows obviously writing this for ratings because they know, you know what I mean, the gay community is very large and they're going to catch their attention with having more gay actors. These actors play gay roles. So I think the business side of it is also when it comes to ratings. But, you know what I mean, the relative side of it is also what goes on naturally in everyday life. You know what I mean? So when it comes to these TV shows, I think these TV shows is basically trying to make characters or roles of what goes on in everyday lives for most people in America, which is a lot of people are gay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's cool. I get it. Because, okay, I'm not, and I don't want y'all to think I just hate gay people and all that, because that's untrue. That's untrue. I know.
He really doesn't, y'all. I know he speaks on that stuff a lot, but he really doesn't.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. I got endorsement right here,
yeah,
man.
For sure.
And I know a lot of, people who live their lifestyle, and I respect them. We can talk about everything else but that, because I'm just not into that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying in these shows, because even with my superhero shows I like to watch, like Arrow and The Flash, they like, there are, gay characters on that show, but they'll mention it and just keep it moving. We're not getting no scenes like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but it's gay people. Like I say, it's gay people on those shows, on my little superhero shows, but they'll just mention it and keep it moving. We not getting no crazy 5-minute, 8-minute, sex scenes that straight brothers gotta sit through. Cause like I say, man, for a cat like me, because it's not normal. It's normal in everyday life. But it's not normal for me to just be a part of it. Oh, two gay dudes kissing. Let me get close to my TV.
I can understand. I can understand from, like I said, a straight man's point. It is awkward watching it. I mean, I wouldn't want to sit through and watch no guys making out and doing all this and doing that on TV. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to sit there and watch it because that's my personal preference not to watch it. But at the end of the day, I understand why they put it on TV. I understand what they're doing it for, and they're doing it strictly for the ratings. They're doing it to get that public view, to relate to that culture, you know what I mean, who's like I said, is the everyday society, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, I don't know, C-Rob, it's funny topic at the end of the day, but it's also a topic that's very, you know what I mean? They could be sensitive for some, but at the end of the day, you understand what TV's doing it for, man. They're just doing it for the ratings.
Yeah, man, and I can't, man. It's hard. I can't watch these shows, but it's not just that. Like, I want to say a year ago, my baby asked me, she was joking because she know I don't play like that. Baby, watch your mouth from now on. But nah, man, she was like, you want to go see Magic Mike? Ha, ha, ha. And, she know, because I'm not finna go sit and watch a movie about like dudes.
Boys ain't want to go see what's the white boy twerk song?
Nah, I'm good on that. Shout out to Channing Tatum or whatever name. Shout out to you. You got all the
ladies and all that. Though that boy white, I don't know if you seen that.
Never seen anything about him. Shout out to him though. I'm just not interested in what happened. Last time I saw him, he was dressed in drag, dancing to Beyonce.
No, I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what I was talking about. That lip sync. His wife though. Did you see his wife performance when she performed? His wife did his thing at the end of the day. I was kind of shocked to see her move like that. But
oh, okay. Yeah. Shout out to you, Channing Tatum. Never saw any other movie from you other than G.I. Joe, and they killed you off in the second one, dog. I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's all I'm saying, man. With that, man, like I just think these script writers, okay. You're trying to appease everybody because there's different communities. I get it. I'm cool with it. Man, you just kind of got to keep in mind that it's, brothers that's really not trying. It's uncomfortable and you'll lose people like that. But if you're looking at the bigger picture and if you'll get more supporters of that community to keep your show afloat and you're not worried about cats like me, keep doing your thing, man. But
yeah, I mean, I think that's probably what it is. Like they understand that supporting culture is much more bigger than probably, it's sad to say, probably than the average straight man. But at the end of the day, man, see, I look at it, man. If this your show, man, you ain't joining something positive. Fast forward.
I'm good. I'm good. Because like I said, I need to
fast forward that joint through.
I'm good. I'll just be done.
Because to keep it real with you, it's almost as like that's going on in every single. Because I'm a fan of the show Power, and if anybody ever seen Power, you know what I mean. The last season there was like a gay scene in Power. You know what I mean. Cool. So, and Power is one of the most gutted shows out. So, for even a show like Power to have a gay scene in there, only goes to show you like that's a culture that really watches these shows, and they have to relate to them some way somehow. So you know what I mean?
I'm good on it all, man. I'm starting to watch less TV, to be honest with you, man.
Sure.
The best moments for me are when I'm able to kind of come home. Now, I'm ESPN, NFL Network, NBA, all that, got the apps on my phone. I stay locked into that. But as far as scripted TVs, I'm kind of easing away from that, man. My best moments or my most enjoyable moments with watching something is when I'm able to just turn the TV off and turn on YouTube and just watch like informative videos and stuff
man,
like that.
To keep it real with you, I don't even watch TV like that as much, man. Like, being like I said, I'm a big sports fan, but I watch some NBA games this year, but there's so many. Like, my days consist of me coming home and reading more than anything. If my mindset of watching a lot of the stuff that be on TV. I think it's too many reality shows that depict us in a bad way. If you want to put in their words, I just think that this TV is kind of garbage nowadays, man.
Yeah.
And the older you get, you realize that you don't need to feed your mind too much of that stuff, because then you become that. You really need to start feeding your mind more knowledge and everything, man. I'd rather read a book by the time I get home than watch some TV at the end of the day.
I'm with that, man. I was I went in Barnes and Nobles. I've been in Barnes and Nobles lately, man, and I just find like I walk into Barnes and Nobles, and this is no lie. Maybe I'm just a geek or whatever, but I walk into Barnes and Nobles, and I have the same feeling that I had as a child when I walked into Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Now at 31, me going into Barnes and Nobles, man.
Yeah, because the older you get, guys, and the more you realize like you trying to hit a certain level of success or a certain change your lifestyle in a certain way, you realize that it starts more with your mind, and the only way to feed your mind is to educate your mind. And the only way to educate your mind is by either reading something that's fundamental, or you're watching something that's fundamental. And what I mean, nowadays TV really doesn't have too much of that stuff going on nowadays.
I'm kind of good on the TV, man. I just ordered 3 books, man. I went into Barnes and Nobles. I was trying to find these books. They had some of the books, but I found them cheaper on Amazon.
Yeah.
I have a book on Marcus Garvey coming soon. That I ordered. That's on the way. A book on Nat Turner, and then just this English book that'll help me. I'm great at writing, but I just need to position things a little bit better. So I got 3 books on the way, man.
You need to get that boy John Damon book too, man.
I saw the broke. What is it?
The Power of Broke. I just ordered that joint. It's on the way.
I did too. I was gonna buy that. I picked the book up at Barnes and Nobles, but it was $26.95.
Which Barnes and Nobles do you go to?
Well, I'm in Rosenberg, so I go to the one up. What is it? First Colony Mall.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah, man. I picked that joint up, man. It was like $26. So I was like, ooh, wait a minute, man. We can find this thing cheaper, man. Bread tuck game forever. We can find this thing cheaper. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read these books, and by the time I get to that book will probably be on sale.
Yeah. If anybody, you know, before we change the topic, if anybody who really wants a good book and is into business, into success, and really powering your mind, the first book, if you ever want to start your library, I always recommend the first book to anybody is get a book by Napoleon Hill called Think and Grow Rich. It's a classic book. You probably heard it a lot, but if you haven't heard it, it's called Think and Grow Rich. Read that book. That's the first book when I really started taking business serious that really got me back into reading. You mean a lot, and that book would elevate your mind and show you how to more transition your mind from the process of thinking to bringing energy from the universe into your life, or whatever you really think, you know, you can come to reality. And I just think back when I was 25, I'm 32, when I really got back into reading. At 25, that was my first book, and at 25, you know what I mean, where I'm at now is a totally different thing, just because the way I learned to change, that's my mind. A way of thinking in that book helped me. So get that book, yo. Think and Grow Rich.
All right, man. Y'all know what it is, man. So I guess the moral of this segment is, man, you know, maybe watch less TV, because if you black, they're not really showing you in a positive light. Showing you in a positive light. And if you're straight, it's gonna be gay stuff on TV for you to watch. So you have to either try to enjoy it or not. But on the cool, shout out to all my gay people. I love you. You know, I'm just not into, you know, the gay scenes on TV. I hope y'all don't look at me a crazy way. And hey, man, check this out. My views don't reflect how he feels, man. We two different people, so this is me saying this, y'all. But yeah, you know what it is, man. But check this out though, Mike.
What's that?
Bill Cosby. Like, have you seen, like, I was driving home,
man, I
bro.
can't even keep up what's going on with Bill lately, man. So help me out, because last time I heard, they weren't going to charge him with the case.
Yeah.
And now I'm hearing they are going to charge him with a case still.
Yeah, check this out, man. I read a little bit about it, okay? I'm going home Wednesday, man. And before Wednesday, I'm thinking, man, I haven't heard anything about Bill Cosby lately on TV. But, you know, on social media and just doing a little bit of reading on it, you know, these cases were slowly falling off, but they're not gonna blast that on TV, Mike.
Yeah,
they're not gonna blast that on TV.
Of course.
But then I get a breaking news alert that says that the judge was not gonna allow charges to be dropped on Bill Cosby or something to that extent. And you got to keep in mind, Bill Cosby is a 78-year-old man.